So in a lot of old school churches, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with old school churches, I'm just giving my point of view, we're taught that the world was created exactly how God said it was created. God spoke it, not that God said it was created, the way that Genesis says it was created. That God spoke it into reality. God made it in 7 days. And that man was brought up from dust, and Eve, or the woman, was brought from the spare rib of man. Now, I have a disagreement. I think that this couldn't have possibly been the way, right? Obviously, I could be wrong, but I honestly think that we have to take in literary style, and we take in figurative language. We take metaphor, we take allegory, and we take simile. And we can take this into account when taking Genesis into consideration. And this comes to say, what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to the theory of evolution, when it comes to the theory of the Big Bang, we're all brought to this conclusion that this is not Christian-like. This is something that a Christian can't believe because it contradicts the views. But I think otherwise. I think that Christians can think in evolution because evolution is not the origin, as we all believe. We can believe in evolution as a process, as the way that God created humans. Because literally, in Genesis, God does not say how humans are created. God says God uses metaphor, or the stories use metaphor, the story uses allegory, and the story uses simile to display in what nature humans were created. Humans were created from the earth, right? And we can use this. And I believe that evolution can be used as a process. Evolution considered as a process is not contradicting Christianity. Evolution used as an origin, as in we are just coming from luck, and we just so happen to come from monkeys, that does not make sense because there is no higher power. So that contradicts Christianity. But to say that God didn't use the Big Bang to create this world, and God didn't use evolution to do such a thing, to create humans, that doesn't make any sense because God never described in Genesis exactly the process that he used. There is no process, so using evolution as a possible process, considering the amount of evidence that we have, could be used as a solution. So again, just take that into consideration. We have a video up right now explaining this with my friend Matthew. We're here explaining the podcast, or in the podcast, or in a podcast style episode, the possibility of evolution and how it can coexist with Christianity and why you could believe in it. Even though schools, even though the political system, even though Christianity as a whole believes that this is such an atheistic or non-theological way of thinking about things. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed day.